Yep. I got a question for Steven. Marcus May. I have been very impressed with his play. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't. So that's one of them Weapon X type of players that could be, because I don't see him taken from Jordan Poyer. Now, Jordan Poyer's at the end of his career, so in the long run, he could play in that spot. But I'm hoping Javon Holland stays a Miami Dolphin for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
If you want to take Marcus May and put him down in that nickel spot, which I don't know how he would do with a man coverage, he's a safety for a reason. Could you do him as a floating linebacker? I don't like our linebackers to begin with, so I think it would really help. I'm not a big fan
That's
of.
a hot take.
Yeah, I'm not. I like David Long.
Jesus.
But to be honest, Jalen Phillips is he's a defensive end to me. I mean, I like him as a stand-up linebacker, but when he's on the line, he's a beast. And
Jordan Brooks, not a fan?
I don't know.
I mean, that's fair.
We'll see.
I think we have the third or fourth best linebacker group in the AFC, in my opinion. So I am super high on all of them.
So I'm not big on the 3-4. I think that's my problem. I don't like edges like that. I think it leaves too many holes in the center. So when you have 4 linemen down and you have the 3 linebackers in the gaps, I feel like it's easier to stop the run than when you have your linebackers spread out. I don't know. I think it's easier to pass on 4 linebacker squad. I think you're hindering your pass defense. I don't like it, but at the same time, hey, if that's what works for the defensive scheme that they want to go with, then by all means. But I like that old school heavy middle linebacker. Got 2 fast outside linebackers and a deadly front 4. That's what I like. That's what I wish we would go to. But we're a little smaller and faster, which is fine. That's something that I can get behind. Porsches win races.
I like that. And just for the record, I have Marcus May as my 4th safety. I have him behind Elijah Campbell, but I think he makes this team.
I think he's a good. So I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but reckless, I think, is something that you could put by his name a little bit, and I think that can get you in trouble if you're the last man at defense.
Yeah, he really showed out the last preseason game. I mean, 7 tackles in a preseason game is enormous, right? Because you don't get
and
that
that's
much
why I was saying
time.
A Weapon X type of player. I don't really want him in my last defense. You know what I mean? I like Javon Holland back there, and I'm super excited for Jordan Poyer. But Poyer's not going to be there forever, so that we will. Hey, mate, I'm a glass half full. I like Cam Smith and Ethan Bonner. Why can't we keep them both? We can develop them both.
I have us keeping them both.
They're both 6'1". They're both 180 some odd pounds. They're both tall and fast and slender. They can jump, they can catch, they can run. I bet you, if they start playing a defense that fits their specialties and the ball starts getting in some of their hands, you might see that these 2 guys are a little electric. I mean, Cam Smith doesn't have the greatest college highlights, but there's some picks that you can watch when he's with South Carolina taking it home. Like I would love to see that in the Aqua, and I'm a big fan of that.
I'm high on Cam. I mean, not high on Cam. I mean, that's a poor way of saying. I'm high on Cam in the context of what he is now. I think he's got a ton of potential. I think the coaching last year, I forgot who said it. Maybe I think it was Anthony. Might have been you. But he was in the doghouse. Just wasn't getting out of it. Let's be honest. He was stuck.
I like his man play, and if he wants to sit down in the box with the linebacker, I like Cam Smith's line play. But to go back to Marcus May, with the original question, if he were to eventually fill in for somebody that's hurt, or if we get a real banged up defense and all of a sudden they have a scheme where Marcus May's playing that kind of roam around in the backfield play, I wouldn't mind that, because we did see he just got 7 tackles. He knows where the ball is going. Yeah, I mean, he's good to have, but I don't necessarily know if I want him covering my slot receivers.
I think it's. Sorry, go ahead, Keith.
Go ahead, Anthony.
I was just gonna say, I think on the same topic, I think it's really important that we see all these young guys tomorrow because our defensive backfield has been riddled with injuries these past few seasons. And if it rings true again, we need, because we're not getting Marcus May on the practice squad, right? If we decide to cut him, he's getting picked up, right?
I love our secondary. I even believe in our secondary.
They're talented as all can be, but like we lost like 3 starting corners last year, so we had 3 backup corners playing. I mean, we had Eli Apple in there.
Like, please don't ever say his name. He's another one that's banned from this.
I was surprised we didn't. I was surprised we didn't bring back Noah Igbenogany after he got cut. I mean, we were in desperate measures.
There was a Noah Igbenogany sighting in that last game.
Yeah, tackle for loss.
Yeah.
Say one of our corners goes down early in the season. Do you see us calling back X, or do you think X has completely nixed any return to Miami?
I think
he still don't have a job.
The fact that he doesn't have a job is really telling.
That's what the league is telling you. It's time to retire, right? I mean, like if you can, or he has offers and he just doesn't want to play for the vet minimum, which I could see as well.
Somebody just got
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore just went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Atlanta? Maybe it was. I know he got signed, and he was a guy that was kind of on my radar as a guy that the Dolphins could potentially pick up. Now, as far as the Marcus May question goes, Josh, I agree with what was said. Titans? Okay.
Vikings.
Oh, Vikings. Okay. As far as the Marcus May question goes, though, Josh, I do see him making the team. If for no other reason, then the Dolphins picked up Jordan Poyer this offseason. Love the signing, but he's shown his age a little bit in Buffalo the last couple of seasons, and he has shown an inability to stay healthy in Buffalo the last couple of seasons. The Dolphins are going to need some help at safety, and I think Marcus May is going to provide that for them. Keon Cross and Eli Apple both still available. Yeah.
Nope, that's a hard no.
I'm good on those guys.
Like,
I'd rather just not have a player.
Guys, 3 of our starting corners are still available on the free agency. Think about that.
That's just such an indictment on how bad the injury was for the Dolphins secondary last year. And they were starting guys. Javon Holland was hurt last year, and Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. It does warrant being said that we need a little more luck on the health front this season if we're hoping to be competitive. It warrants being said, but it also kind of goes without saying.